So as you know, every week, Pricewise Tom Segal joins us on the phone to look back at the weekend's action. He's joining me on the phone now. Tom, Dawn Approach is the new favourite for the Derby following his success in the 2000 Guineas. What did you make of the race, and is he a Derby winner in your eyes?
Yeah, well, he was miles the best, wasn't he? From a long way out, it was clear he was going to win. Yeah, he's a brilliant racehorse, isn't he? You know, he could be one of the best we've seen for many a year. You know, he ranks right up there with the best 2000 Guineas winners. Obviously, Frankel's probably a bit ahead of him, but there's not many others that would. You know, he put up a much better performance than Camelot did last year. If he can stay the Derby trip, we're talking about a See the Stars type horse here. I mean, he's won all his 2-year-old races, so he looks just brilliant, doesn't he? But having said that, I'm really not convinced that the standard's very good at the moment. I mean, I didn't think the 2000 Guineas was a great race, bar Dawn Approach. Coronado, I think, still a good horse, but I don't think the rest of them are up to much at all, to be perfectly honest. So we're not talking about him beating much, but you can only beat what's ahead of you, and I think he's a really brilliant horse. I wouldn't be too keen on anything else from behind him, really.
Sky Lantern provided Richard Hughes with his first British Classic winner in the 1000 Guineas. Which filly would you take out of the race with a view to the Oaks?
None of them, I don't think. None of them. I thought that was a shocking race, really, if I'm totally honest. Thought they all were much of a muchness. I think Moth is probably the one to take out, but not totally convinced she's like Epsom. She seemed all at sea around Newmarket. I think we can make too much about that, you know, tracks and this, that and the other, but I think she might be overbet, really. I think there might be more to come. There might be horses that haven't run in the Guineas that would be offer better value than any of those that did. Just the Judge is a filly I like a lot. I thought she was the best filly in the race by miles on Sunday. Just got caught close home. I don't know if they'll go for the Oaks. My feeling is they might try and win Group 1 mile races, maybe go to the Curragh and then the Coronation Stakes were there. If she went for the Oaks, there has to be a slight doubt about her stamina, but if she did go there, I think she'd be the one to beat.
So Power put in a good performance to win the Palace House Stakes. What do you think of his chances in the Ascot sprints this year?
I mean, he's a very, very good horse, Soul Power. He's been the unluckiest sprinter I think I've ever seen. He keeps getting drawn on the wrong side. Nearly every time he runs in one of these big Group 1s, he gets drawn on the wrong side. I think he's as good as, you know, he can race with those Aussie sprinters and South African sprinters, no problem. He might not be able to beat a Black Caviar or something, but he could easily race with the rest. I think he's got a good chance wherever he goes.
And last week, Estimate impressed when winning the Segal Stakes at Ascot. Can she be the first filly to win the Gold Cup since Indian Queen in 1991?
She's got a chance, definitely. She's 2 from 2 at Ascot. She stays very well. I think she'll stay 2.5 miles, no problems at all. She's very strong at the finish. I think she'll come on for that run. She was clearly the best at Ascot. And yeah, she's in there. She's one of the ones in there with a shout. Obviously, she's taken a massive step up in class, but there's not that many around. You know, in the Segal Stakes, there are a few horses that have been, you know, the Ascot Towers of this world have been running against the good ones all their lives. And then she's beaten them the same sort of distance, same, you know, with ease. I mean, Ascot Tower probably didn't run his race, but I think she's there with a fighting chance, yeah, definitely.
And it's going to be another win at Ascot for the Royal-owned Estimate. The Queen's Vase winner follows up.
Any others particularly caught your eye over the past week, Tom?
Yeah, I like Winchuk. I think he's a Derby contender. Yeah, I think you can only win all the races you put in front of you. He's a strong, solid stayer. He looks like the type of horse that could run well in the Derby if the Sheikh Mohammed decided to supplement him. I think he will. That was the vibes we got after Newmarket. So yeah, he's one of the horses I would like to keep on the Derby radar. Whether he can beat Dawn Approach is another matter altogether, but you never know. Dawn Approach might not stay the trip, and therefore that makes the race wide open.